Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Celtics hosting the Blazers, and the Celtics are 10.5-point home favorites. The over-under is at 225.5. The Blazers are plus 370 on the money line, and the Celtics are minus 485. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow. They have not played each other yet this season. The Celtics are 19-11 at home. The Blazers are 12-20 on the road. The Celtics are actually better on the road this year than they are at home, which is, I want to say, shocking, but like last year, it seemed like they were unbeatable at home. Lineups for tomorrow's game are supposed to be Simons, Kamara, Avila, Grant, and Klingon, and Grant is listed as questionable. And then White, Brown, Hauser, Tatum, and Horford. Horford's listed as off injury. Tatum and Brown are listed as questionable. White is listed as probable. The NBA has 30 minutes, or these teams have 30 minutes before the game actually tips off to announce who's going to be playing in these games. And when you get guys like Tatum and Brown, which is roughly, being realistic about 35 points, because it seems like when I bet Tatum to go over 20 points, he finishes the game with 19. But realistically speaking, these dudes are like 35, 40 points of offense that may or may not be there. Now, head-to-head, the Celtics are on a 4-game winning streak against the Blazers. The road team is 7-3. The favorite is 6-2-2 against the spread. The favorite is 8-2 on the money line. The over is 8-2. And the over at 225.5 is 7-3. And it seems like these NBA games are going one of two ways. And it's strange when you have to say it and spell it out. But it's like either these games are so low scoring that it reminds you of 90s Jordan era basketball, or we're seeing close to 300 points being scored, which is ridiculous. It doesn't seem to be like there's a middle ground. The Blazers are 5-5 in their last 10, 5-5 against the spread. The over is 6-4 in their last 10, 250, 223, 262, and then 221. They've covered their last 4 games. 8-point win over the Wizards, 19-point win over the Nets, 4-point loss to the Cavs, 17-point win over the Sixers. The last 5 games that they played, they were on the road. For the Celtics, 7-3 in their last 10, 6-4 against the spread. The under is 6-4 in their last 10. And here's the perfect example of what I was saying. You heard all the scores for the Blazers. Now for the Celtics, 212, 214, 239, and then 213. It's either low 200s, barely breaking in, or something ridiculous mid to high 200s. 10-point win over the Raptors, didn't cover. 13-point loss to, 13-point loss. A 20-point loss to the Pistons, they did not cover. A 7-point loss to the Cavs, they did not cover. And then they beat the Nuggets by 7 at home, and they covered. If they're not going to play anyone, and when I say that, if they're not going to play their starters, the Celtics will probably win, but I don't think that they cover. So I would take the Celtics on the money line. I would take the Blazers getting the points, and I'm going to lean. The Blazers games have been going over, so I'm going to lean that way because I think that they'll force the Celtics backups to actually score some points, and I would probably try to take the Blazers on an alternate spread, getting something like 17 or 18 points. Now, these are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.